出撃手続きします。出撃手配を行います。出撃手配を。それではお気をつけて。出撃準備を開始してください。参加者が揃いました。チームが確定しました。最終準備を行ってください。それでは戦場へ移動します。モビルスーツ隊発進お願いします。作戦スタートです。中継地点を敵に確保され、中継地点の制圧確認。 破されました。味方機が撃破されました。味方機が撃破されました。出撃お願いします。攻撃が来ます。作戦残り時間2分です。拠点の重要度が上昇しました。味方機が撃破されました。損傷とシールド損壊、防御力低下。そのモビルスーツもう持ちません。脱出してください。モビルスーツ逮捕。味方機が撃破されました。出撃お願いします。作戦残り時間1分です。最後まで油断しないで。味方機が撃破されました。損傷程度。戦闘計画に問題なし。損傷増加。慎重に。味方機が撃破されました。作戦時間終了。我々の勝利です。
Yeah, thanks for noticing. Sorry, this is like my third time doing this, so don't expect anything good. It's just all gonna be awful. I wish there was a way to type. I really don't like talking too much, but this is what I get for doing it on PlayStation. So, but hey, how's it running on your end, by the way? Just to quality control. That's good. Yeah, I decided to just start streaming this just to see what would happen, because I only know a couple, like, Americans, or just anybody outside of Japan, honestly, that play this game, so I was hoping to maybe start giving it some more Western representation. So maybe someday they'll give us where they'll give everybody else an English version, or at least a version that's translated, you know. Yeah, I know. It's always this weird thing where it's like, all of the good games stay over there, but then they give us the subpar ones, like New Gundam Breaker was so disappointing. And Extreme, or was it Extreme Versus, or just Versus that came over here? But it's like, oh, that's cool. Too bad there's like 20 mobile suits that are DLC. That being said, you know, and I'm sure they probably don't want to bring this over here. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. We gotta talk about it, otherwise they're just gonna keep giving us crap like it, so. But the thing is that really holds us back is, well, first of all, they don't want to hire anybody to translate it. But they also, you know, I'm sure they have something to do. It's like, oh, since it has microtransactions, they're worried about it. It's like, there's a lot of free games that have microtransactions, and if you made it able for this, trust me, people would buy into it, because I've thought about it a couple times, but I can't do it because of the whole yen-dollar conversion thing. Now, you know, think about it, if I am broadcast... Yeah, well, I mean, rightfully so. It's like, here's a game that's worse than Gundam Breaker 1, so... I actually got a... Oh yeah, because I actually learned a lot of things from a guy. The guy that got me into this, he has a YouTube channel called Flailthroughs, and he's a real good guy. And he played it a bunch, and he even tells people like, hey, if you want this, here's how to get it, da da da. And there's my first death. But he's a good guy. He tells you like how to get stuff, like, and even I was just like, I finally just made an account after having to get through that language barrier, and I'm like, oh, so now I can. I didn't even know this game was free, which, I mean, it makes sense now, but. I was hoping to actually run into him at some point on here, but it's probably not going to happen. There's a surprising amount of people on here. Watch me fail that jump. But I mean, I've learned a lot just from him, and hard sometimes. The biggest thing to overcome for me is like well, first of all, the buttons, but also the sensitivity, which borders on too slow or too fast, depending on what you're doing. That, and I will say lack of communication, but it's, you know, it's to expect it. I'm, you know, an English speaker. Or Rob, who he does this, you know, for a living on, well, not, I don't want to say for a living, but he does do it on YouTube as like a job thing. And I don't want to bother him. And, you know, I already bother him enough. So I really don't want to like inconvenience him, especially if he's like trying to do something. That, and plus he has way better like suits than I have, so he can make better content with them. So, and I'm fine just watching him play. You know, it's. And since he has gotten number 2, at least from what I've seen, he's gotten. I mean, he was always decent, and then he's gotten way better since then. And I keep giving him encouragement to make sure he knows he's doing good. And his channel has started to grow again after so long of like a lot of videos weren't getting views, but now they're so close. But he's doing really good again, and I'm glad to see that, because he's a good guy, and it's very rare you find people that are like genuine like he is. So sorry, I ramble on. I apologize. I am still glad, though, that you noticed right away that this was Rodimus colors. I tried it as best as I could from memory, and then I went and looked at pictures and fixed it up. Like, I didn't know. I thought he had other colors, and the only reason the feet are red is so I can have the red cockpit for the symbol. But it's always funny to look at that design, because it's like G1 Hot Rod very clearly has black boots, which is hilarious. He has black boots and a collar like a cowboy. And this is where I usually get myself into trouble. I dodge roll too early, and I don't know, sometimes they don't seem to take. So I will say I'm playing a fragile 150-point mobile suit in a 200-point room, so I will say starting out on this, was very difficult because, you know, you had all the 150 150 points, 100 points. And then I had the Zaku 2, which is like, or Zaku 2 Kai, which, you know, that thing is 250 points, I think. But like the first games, there was like, here's 300 point games and 400 point games. Have fun. It's like, well, well, if you want to after the match, I can just go to the paint options and show you what I did. But the thing is, there's not enough individual parts to paint, which is I get why they also didn't put it in, you know. Like, I think I tried to... What am I saying, I think? I tried to paint my Jim cannon in Soundwave colors because, you know, he has the shoulder cannon. He kind of looks like a Sonic ripoff more than anything. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Oh yeah, no, that would be great. I think I made an Easy 8, or I keep saying I think. It's a bad habit. I have the Easy 8. Also has like a dirtier Rodimus colors, but then I also made it purple and yeah, I made them purple and like blackish silver to match like what was it, glass Rodimus, I think. Yeah. Sorry for the noise. I'm taking a drink of water. I'll give it to Tekken. Yeah. I never get that very last one there. With the mobile suit thing, I just have no idea how to get it, so. My internet dropped out for a second. Let's see. Okay, there it is, yeah. Sorry, the quality dropped for a second. I always keep hitting the wrong button. Let's... And I know there is probably a slight delay, so... Yeah, so here, I'll go to the... This is just the 100% weathered version, so hang on, let me... There, unweathered. So you can see all of the pinks are the same. Ah, okay. That's a little weird, but I mean, it's, you know, I can't ever save up for the gacha things, and anytime I have 3, it's like, yep, immediately I'm going to spend it. And pretty much they've all been good. I've only gotten one redo, and it was the goof. And it was like 2 recycle tickets, and I'm like, great. Just, so yeah, so all the pinks are 75 red, 25 green, and 40 blue. The oranges are all the same, 155. The red, or the blacks are just all black with full highlight, orange, and then the yellow. I think it works better on the Easy 8, except for the fact that the backpack is red. I think, what does this change? Oh, then never mind, hang on here, I can make the backpack yellow. Let me boop, and boop. There we go. So... But yeah, eye color would be good. I never understood why they made the Easy 8's eyes red, but I mean, I don't, you know, I shouldn't question it, so. Let's see, what else is red on this? If it's not anything... Alright, then I'm just gonna turn this... See, I could make this red, but... should I just keep this part orange? I mean, I could make it red, but then it changes the shield and everything. I'll see how it looks. But I can make this fully black. There we go. And I'll see what making this red would... Oh, well. I'll see how it'll look. See, if it was only that part near the chest gun and the top, that'd be fine, but... So, yeah. I'm just leaving that orange. Alright. Oh, and, where... yeah, an Ultra Magnus Easy 8. That could work, yeah. I mean, I was thinking about going down it. Yeah, see, this is my awful... This is the awful rendition. There's too much yellow where there doesn't need to be, and not enough purple. It's, you know... But, it's whatever works. A lot of things I haven't colored, because honestly I don't play them. Like, I like the gym, but the only one I have is 100 points, so, you know, why would I play with it? I guess you're right. I could just change the yellow to the silver. I would just have to fully figure that out. I guess I would have to make it that. I mean, if I make it shiny, it kind of works. I forget what the red is supposed to be, but... this'll do for now. I'm gonna try to keep you guys entertained for a while. So, well, you guys, you. Yeah, that's the problem is he has it on his feet. He has some yellow on his feet, and then he has a bunch of the red lines that I just can't. It just doesn't translate well. And as you saw in that, it looks like he's wearing a red ascot. So, while that's funny, it's you know. See. I think there's also like 13, 14 other people streaming this on Twitch, so I wonder if this is any of them. But I don't do custom. I only do custom matches whenever these are just not, you know, they're eh. Let's see, cost 300. Let's see what I got. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a Dom, but I suck at Dom. Oh, Jim Cannon. I like this one. This little, I think this is the Gym Command. It's very quick. Also, I mean, I like it I know I should use the bazooka more, but I just can't. Yeah, the gym custom would be a decent one for it. The powered gym might be okay for, or no, no, the powered gym. I know it's in the game, but I think right now you could either, it was either from like what, pre-order or recycle tickets. Oh yeah, what you can also do, which is fun with this, I know you probably already know, but you can just, like, I think I took the gym light armor's colors and I just pasted it to a couple other things because I really like that orange and white. It just pops. So. That and plus, like, orange and white are some of my favorite colors to put on things because, just a little stupid fact. It was from, like, the Clone Wars cartoon where I think, like, the Bomb Squad was white and orange, and it just really works as a good color comp. Oh yeah, this one was, and these ones, like, I have this color on a couple things. They're just, it's just, I really like the color combinations, the bright alternating colors, and then everything also has a bright blue backpack, so. Oh yeah, no, the Zaku, I like the Zaku 1 colors. They're very nice. I also put the Zuda, I think I put the Zuda colors on the light armor as well. Like, there's just some armor that it's just like, this looks good, but I'll put it on something like, what is it, the Zaku FS, Zaku 2 FS. I put its colors on a couple things because I'm a big fan of, like, I'm a big fan of, like, alternating color schemes. Even though something with a solid scheme can look good, I definitely prefer very flashy, very bright, hey, look over here colors. Six shot from like I don't want to say G1 from Headmasters, or like, cause I know it's gonna sound dumb, but the only other 6-shot I know is from Energon, so I apologize. I like Transformers. I'm not super, I don't know like everything. Man, so far I'm actually really liking this team, especially that guy number 5. He just fucking hopped in front of me. One thing I try to do in this game is, because I knock people down on my own team on accident a bunch, what I try to do, as long as it won't get me killed, I'll sometimes just crouch in front of them and take some shots for them, just because it's like, alright, this is my fault. And this is before I figured out what the help tell was. I think it's 5? No, sorry. Sorry is 5, thank you is 4. Oof, that was close. Though I feel bad for the enemy team here. I know what it's like to be on the opposite end of what's going on here. And I know there's a big thing about kill stealing, and I'm trying not to kill. I did some. The Boba Fett Zuda sounds very good. And Thanos, that guy. Yeah, no, it is great. Especially, I mean, like I said, the color option, not the color options, but the part coloring options are a little limited. But what you can still do with it is so fun. Okay, so Headmaster 6-shot, he's like the gray and light bluish green one, I think, right? I remember his toy commercials being very hilarious, because it's like... He's a gun. He's a wolf, kind of, who's just like the gun on 4 legs. I feel really bad for this Efreet. We're just bullying him kind of hard here, but... Ooh, not good. Hey. Yeah, alright, this is it. I'm out of here. Oh. I will say, I'm not good. I mean, I know I'm not doing it now, so I have no excuse. Yeah. You always gotta get that nice purple in there. But, like I said, I can't use it as an excuse now. But I'm just not good with the assault types. Like, I always get killed so quick. I'm just not good at the whole get in, get out thing. I'm very... See, I'm hoping I get, like, this Zuda, and I get the cannon at some point. I mean, I'm getting close to it, close to being able to buy the level 1 one from the store, but... I feel like that would help me a lot, because then I don't actually need to get super close all the time. And then it would do decent damage to generals as well as... Oh yeah, and like I was saying earlier, I try not to kill steel, but a lot of times if I don't kill them, like if someone else is working on someone and I don't kill them, for whatever reason, they always get away. You know what I mean? And I will say, the bazooka's good, but this thing just reloads so quickly that it's like, I like the bazooka, but why would I take it when I can just blast someone with more damage than the bazooka can put out, reload so quick, and then it's... Though I know the bazooka's made for stun locking, but... Ow. I'm gonna... what was my... Yeah, and that's, like I said, the big thing for me is, like, I don't like it, but I just noticed that if a lot of times a guy on health like this, if I stop, he'll somehow get away. Like, and except for that time, because he had 2 dudes on him. But a lot of times they'll just get away with, like, that much health, and I'm like, you guys can't even... It's like, I could have killed that dude with head Vulcans, come on. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Zuda friend. Yeah, no, the 90s, the 90 millimeters are... Oh, that's an enemy. Oh, no. I'm probably dead here. Yeah. Yeah, the 90, I don't know what it is. It's like, the 100s are good, but their fire rate is so slow. Like, I wouldn't mind if they upped the fire rate, but took down the... how many hits it took to stun. And also, I like... Because the thing with me is it's just... It's like the EZ8. The EZ8's beam rifle. I'm sure it's really good. I just can't ever hit with it. Or I just overheat it all the time, trying to hit with it. And then I use the 100mm. Oops, sorry, 5 is going to die here. I use the 100mm, but then it still has just... Alright, the Efreet's legs are gone, so he's dead. Please do the dodge roll. Thank you. Alright, this is not looking good. Yeah. I gotta time that better. Yeah, okay, so it's not just me. It's just... It's like, okay, cool, this charge shot did slightly more damage than a non-charged shot and stunned. But an uncharged shot does, like I said, only slightly less. but it just overheats so quickly. Alright, I'm gonna be right back because I gotta go let my animals in. So. And I want the beam rifle to be good, because I think besides the gun cannon, it's my only thing that has a charging beam rifle that can move around, but it's just like... Yeah, I know, but the problem is it's like, they can close the distance much faster forward than I can backward, so... Sorry for any other sounds, I'm in a rickety old chair with a fan going, so I live in a place where it doesn't get cool often. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure it's the best. Like, it's a good close range fighter, but it's like I said, I don't mind fighting them. It could be worse. Like I so far recently, the bane of my existence has usually been was it prototype Gundams. Like here, I'll show you how bad I am at this. But I think I can almost afford the level 1 anti-ship gun for the Zuda. I might do that soon. Oh, don't worry. If it's me and a Dom, you have nothing to worry about. I can't hit... Well, I mean, I can hit things, but I can never get the combo right. And I've watched all of Flail's videos, but it just never helps me. Because the thing is, I like to stay away. I mean, obviously, you see me getting close, but usually when I make the decision to get in close, it doesn't always work out for me. It usually just ends up with me dying, so... But yeah, I feel like the bazooka... If a whole team is using bazookas... If depending on whether you're on or off that team, it's really good or really bad for you. Because it's like if the whole team's using bazookas, this poor guy is just sitting there getting wailed on. But if their team's using the bazooka, you're the guy getting wailed on. You know what? I'll go the cannon. And I will say for this, I actually prefer the Magnum, the spray gun over the rifle. I mean, it's good and all, but I just like the raw damage output of the spray gun. That, and plus I had that little doodad that lowers the overheat time, so... I don't know, maybe that I think I'd be okay with the Dom if he had like a 90. I mean, I'm sure it did, or it does, or whatever. if it either had a 90mm machine gun, or it's like I said with the 120/100mm machine guns, if they shot just a little bit faster and had a slightly, and to compensate for that, obviously they had a slightly longer time to stun. But I don't know, because you know, you look at the show like 8th Mobile Suit Team, where they use the 100mm machine gun the most, and it's just tearing through things. But in this game, it's like duh, 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 duh. Like if you're lucky, it's duh. It's sometimes just duh, duh. So it's, you know. That, and plus the spray gun. The spray gun never actually works like it's supposed to. Well, not supposed to, but like, it's like, yeah, it just has a, it's like a shotgun kinda. It's like, is it? Yeah, the Dom Tropin, yeah. There's like, how many versions? There's like, there's 2 Doms in this game, a space and a ground one. The Dom Tropin, the Dwudge, or I used to call it like the Dottage or something. I don't even remember what the difference is with the Dwudge. I think it's just better. And the little chest thing that they have, the stun light, that has a longer range than you would think. The problem is after you use your stun light, unless you're using the, I guess what they call the advanced technique, you just switch immediately to your bazooka instead of your heat heat staff thing. Is it a sword? Yeah. The Dom's heat stick. Which honestly, out of all the heat-based weapons, would not be that good. Like, I feel like out of all the weapons, that would snap the easiest. It's like, okay, heat axe, I get it, it's heavy. Heat sword, I get it. But it's just like a really hot stick that it's like, oh yeah, it'll cut things. Like, no, it won't. It'll get embedded in things, and then the pilot would be like, what the hell are you doing, and shoot you in the face. Actually, I was just thinking I should... Sorry if you like listening to the music over me talking. But I feel like it would be a good idea with YouTube's algorithm and whatnot to not have it play. Because they get very... The companies get very finicky over their music getting played. Pocket sand. Yeah. And then they beat you to death with a stick. And I gotta start remembering a lot of units have 2 swings, so I can normal swing and downswing, or just not downswing, because I downswing a bit. And I will say the Easy 8 and the Dom's downswing are the best, in my opinion, because one goes forward and one goes straight down. It's not to the side. Rod? Okay, yeah. Rod. Sorry if I'm getting these messages a little late, and I know I'm talking at 1,000 miles a minute, so... Okay, so it is just a... But then you say heat rod, but then, like, doesn't the Goof also have a heat rod thing in its arm? That's really questionable in the early gun. It's like... I guess while we're waiting here for a game to start, I can mess with paint options. Let's see. Oh yeah, that too. No, yeah. Man, the stealth, I can get why the Ag-Eye has stealth, but having something as fast and agile like the Pixie with stealth, I know it was like it in the first game, but man, that is... So many times I just get stabbed in the back. There we go. That and plus it's always fun to see, like, this color set in particular always reminds me of like the Gunpla animes, where it's just like, obviously, you know, the darker, more muted colors, or not darker, but just very specific colors are like Xeons, but then you just throw something colorful on top of it and it just looks like a Gunpla from one of those shows. Alright, this room's not going anywhere, so I'm gonna back out real quick and I'm gonna go see how much the anti-ship cannon is. Metal Gear intensifies, yeah. So I need roughly 3,000 more, which that won't be as bad whenever the reset rolls around at about 4 o'clock. But I'm glad the Gelgoog and Gundam, I think, are now in here, so... Yeah, I'm not gonna get there anytime soon. 39,000. It's like, why not just make that 40,000 or a solid, you know... Yeah, this is true. But I also do like a little bit of variety. Like, I like playing lower tiers, and a lot of them are higher tiers. But yeah, sure. I'll play some custom. Thanks for sticking with me, by the way. You don't have to if you don't want to, man. It's just... See, 500, 500. I could join a 400, I guess. So. Yeah, alright. Though the gun cannon is very fun, especially when you land those the shots and just the shot landed and broke someone's legs. So what do you usually play on this? Like, what's your, I don't want to say main, but like, what if you had to like one that you prefer over all the others? Sorry, I'm gonna check something real quick. Hey, everybody's here.
チームと確定しました。最終準
And
備
everybody wanted to go. Everybody wanted to go support, so I can change that, I guess. Nope, did not mean that. I just have the normal goof, but I really do want the custom because it looks better. It's not as goofy. Pun not intended at all. You know, I'll stay.
それでは戦場へ移動します。
Though I can understand why the Ifrit is pretty good. Let's see, what were some of the... I remember some of the weirder ones from the first game were like the Zogok with its like head boomerangs. But it didn't have a sword like in Unicorn, it just punched. The Juagu or Juag. The Kapool. Xeon had a lot of weird mobile suits. It's like, why did you think this would work? It's like, yeah, because it's like, no, it looks awful.
作戦スタートです。
And if no one goes after this point, then I guess, yep, it's gonna be me. One Punch Man, yeah.
中継地点が敵に確保されました。中継地点制圧。
There's nothing quite as satisfying as like, because with these support ones, their downswing is just a hefty kick to the face, or a swing kick. That's the best thing ever in this game. Is just quick swing and whack. I'm not gonna be. I can already tell I'm not gonna be any good here because. Oh, hey, it's a high gog.
戦闘継続に問題なし。
This thing's kind of freaky on land, honestly. Yeah, alright, I gotta move, because then he's just gonna snipe the crap out of me.
味方機が撃破されました。
Yeah, I guess that's the whole thing. It's like they are weird, but you look at them and you go, yeah, okay, that's Xeon. Though I know a lot of their suits came out of like the need for something, you know. It's like a lot of their. It's like the Z. What is it? The Z Zulu. It's like it's just a not a Z or yeah Z Zulu. It's just a this is not a good place for me. Hey, got him in tackle. What is it? It's one of the Zulus, but it's like the water version of a space one. I forget. Yeah, no, the Zygog. The Hygog is enormous. Which a lot of people don't give it credit for. Like, it is huge, which makes it even more intimidating when you think about it on, like, when I was fighting those gyms. I think it was in 0080? War in the Pocket? I forget. But it was like, I would not want to fight that thing. Yeah, Giera Zula. That's, yeah. Because remember, it's like, is it Giera Doga Zula? Yeah, thank you. And here's where I die. Nope. See, I caught that on the side. If anybody else does that to me, they catch me in a tackle. They catch me in a counter tackle. And the Hygog just looks so derpy walking around. It'd be cool if they introduced a map with a little bit of water so they could, you know, if an aquatic suit gets in the water, it's obviously going to be way better. Alright. I was gonna say he should be able to handle him, but... Yeah. I always love saying that. It's just like, listen, I get what you're going for, but do not rush the suit with two ginormous cannons. Especially when you're weak against that suit. Oh yeah, no, it does. It's just like, I know Unicorn's whole thing was just like, it's like, see, it's like the lines are blurred. We don't know who's the good guy or bad. It's like they dropped a space colony on people. Their iconography is literally just Nazi stuff. It's like, I get what you're going for, but it's not how this works. Yeah. The Z Zulu, which is exactly the same, except it just gets it has heat claws, which make it cooler. I'm surprised that missed, honestly. Legs. Oof. That's cool. It has a blue beam gun. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying to back up here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to leave these guys unhelped, but we're like, what, 3,000 points behind that I need to repair. Yeah, yeah, noodle arms. It's like a Muppet. It's the Muppet mobile suit. Actually, I know it's going to sound... I mean, it's going to make us easier for airstrikes. But if we all crowded around our base, it would make it a lot easier to hit people. He's a noodle arm to be feared, though. And away I go. But here he comes. Blam. Blam. Yeah, I'm not dying. Ooh, oh, that was almost close. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer... I don't even like calling airstrikes on people because it just takes so much time, but I don't like their inclusion in this game. Oh, thank you, Steam. Steam 2, in fact. Oh, hey! The final loot box until the reset. Oh. Huh. That's cool, actually. Is that the mine layer or the high mobility? Sorry, I want to stay, but I want to look at this thing. Nope. What? Oh. It dropped for a second. Alright. Sorry about that again. Alright, let's go see... see, here's the thing, because I think the gym command showed it was like, oh yeah, it gets a picture. Its pictures like with its beam gun, but it doesn't come with its beam gun. So I wonder if this comes with its bazooka. I mean, it doesn't matter because I have the bazooka for it, but... Alright, it does, cool. Okay, that's... Alright, that's good. So it comes with the... What is that? The giant... It's the same bazooka as the Dom. Well, time to just install parts that I have. I don't have a lot of parts. Oh, okay. Can I... I'll go look at it in the painter. Yeah, I usually play this game with, like, Google Translate, honestly. Oh, cool, so it gets the bazooka and the machine gun. Interesting. Yeah, doesn't it also get, like, a double Uzi as well? So that's what I just don't... It's like... Look, it comes with this. It's like, does it though? Because I got two gym commands, like one middle tier, one lower tier, and it's like, they don't come with anything. What color should I make this one? Since I don't want to really waste too much time, I'll just pick a an existing color. I'll make it a Zudo though. I'll make it a Zudo color. They'll never see it coming. That works well for it. Is it well? Because it's kind of treated like it fires twice as fast, but it does like half the damage. So in the end, it equals out the same, doesn't it? Like it's the illusion of like it's like the Zaku tank here. It's like it gets like two 90mm machine guns, but they only just do like they do less damage than one, and they do slightly more damage than Vulcans. So let me get a good look at this thing. But I know with this thing here, it's pretty much like, yeah, see, it's a 120mm, but it only does. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. But it only does, like, Vulcan damage, because, let's be fair, it would be a little OP if it had a rocket, if it had a bazooka and a machine gun. Yeah, that's the other thing, it's like, it just doesn't stun, so. You know, it's actually funny, the EZ8's Vulcan stun, which seems super weird to me. Yeah, let's see if I can go find a 350 point room to lose. 350 or 400. I don't mind picking... Oh, look at that. Ah, dang it. I went to join the room and it immediately got full. Here's a 8, I'll go this one. 400 rooms, so I'll be 350, so it won't be too bad. You know, I will say, people underestimate grenades. They do a lot of damage. Especially if you have, type advantage. But back on, the thing is, like, back with the Xeon thing, a lot of their mobile suits are, because I know it's a cost, they're even cheaper than the Federation, but a lot of their suits are just like, alright, we're gonna take this suit, and we're just gonna, like this thing, it's like, it's a Zaku. What are we gonna do with it? Well, we're gonna give it slightly different backpack, and we're gonna put boosters in the legs. It's like, oh, can it use beam weaponry? No, the reactor output's not big enough. It's like, really? And didn't it took a long time for Xeon to get a beam-based mobile suit. Besides their aquatic suits. The whole thing with the aquatic suits, though, is it's like they could use their beams, but outside of water, they were like they overheated really quickly. Like was the Gelgoog like their first actual excuse me, I'm sorry. Their first actual like beam mobile suit. And what is it? Even the Hyzak couldn't use beams or something? Yeah, pretty much it is. It's just a Zaku with like really chunky legs, yeah. Oh, that's the other funny thing for me is like the emitter on the Dom is like a beam emitter. So like it doesn't do any damage, and it's like the focusing coil is so small, but it's like I feel like if you caught like a sensor, or if you like aimed it at like soft targets like vehicles or people, it would probably singe it pretty bad. Alright. Okay, and it is... I had noticed that it is a general type, so... Woo. It's always weird to me, like the silver ones always give me mobile suits, and the gold ones always give me DP, which is good, but it's like, I'd really like a mobile suit, like a gold box mobile suit, please. But I get it, they want to make money, but... You know, hey, they can make more money if they brought it over to the US. Get those dirty, dirty USDs, right? And for the Americans, it wouldn't be bad, because I think the value of the yen is, like, super down compared to the dollar, so it's like, this is $3, or this is like 300 yen. It's like, oh, cool, so it's like $1.50. It's, you know... Alright, so it doesn't... another eye gog. It doesn't hover. It is pretty quick. It kind of reminds me of the commander type Jim. But it gets the... It's not the giant bazooka, is it? I never know where to go on this map. Except... Yeah. That's right, you get back in your hole where you belong. I just saw a big Hygog arm come out of the side of the screen. I'm like, nope. Yeah, no, I don't know. Bronzes are actually... Bronze is actually really good for giving you stuff. Like, it's like, oh, it's like it's a 1-star mobile suit. It's like, I don't care, it's still a mobile suit. You know? He's just... I know it's not actually, but it just looks like... The Hygog looks like it's Naruto running all the time. Because of the aforementioned noodle arms. See, look, I'm barely doing 105, so it does more than Vulcan damage, but up there goes a pilot. I'm gonna wait for him to land and then just blast the crap out of him. Well, I tried, but... No? I don't even know where he is. I'm blind. Up there he is. Missed him. Well, time to start shooting. Like, that hit, right? That's not just... That's right, you better run. Tell all your friends, too. Yeah, you're not gonna hammer me, friend. Yeah. It's like exactly. It is exactly a Muppet. Oh my God, there's two Hygogs here. There's not enough room. There's not enough room for two of these guys. And the Hygog missiles are so slow. Wow, that thing has a lot of bullets. Oh, I'm just getting shot in the back. What is that? Oh, it's... okay. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I want to take this point, but... Actually, I'm going to go do that right now, because that Gundam's not paying attention. And it has a bazooka, so if it's not paying attention... Come on. Actually, the Hygog runs like it's the, like those monsters from Monsters, Inc. that just have, like, the tentacles. It's just like... Blah, blah, blah. It's like, what is... It's like, who designed... I mean, I get it's an underwater mobile suit, so it's going to be goofy. Above water, but come on. It has stubby little legs and... I know I really don't have time for this, but... So far I actually really like this, because it's not floaty like the Dom. It's certainly not as fragile. There goes the Hygog across the screen. I will say Hygog probably is a juicy target for support types. Alright, time to go. And here's the end. Yep. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I wasted my tackle. It is good at sliding face first, yeah. I mean, that's what it did. It's like, oh, it's on the ground, and then its rocket boosters activate. It's like, what is this terrible design? Like... Oh no. Get him, buddy. Wow, that's the first time I even just saw its melee animations. It just flails its arms at it. Okay, that was... He could have handled that. That was just a kill steal. I'm not even gonna say it's like justified. He just... This is a bad spot. Yep, my bad. Alright, I'm just gonna boost. Yeah. But I will say the addition to this game of the daily, 2 loot boxes is good. Deja vu? Yeah. Or gas would be appropriate as well. I don't know what it was. This might sound a little stupid, but I sometimes play I play hearing, I'll give it to the freak because I stole his kill. I usually play Spotify, but for some reason, what was it, a song came on, I think it was Get Low, and I don't know why, but it was just so catchy, and I was just started playing, like, just listening to the music, and I was like, this fits surprisingly well with giant robots. So yeah, I think I really like this thing. Is it? Yeah, well, I mean, I would hope so. It's probably the only gun that is show accurate. Well, I wonder what else could this thing get? I mean, it has the giant rocket like, would it end up getting like the beam rocket launcher or what? But yeah, like I said, I would hope the cold climate gets, if anything, it gets an accurate machine gun rate of fire, because everything in this game just feels a little slower, but I also understand it's balancing, Now I have that Mega Man super fighting robot thing stuck in my head. Oh, good. Because don't they also have the, there's the Act Zaku as well. Who has like a Gatling SMG or something. I don't think it's in this game yet, but I gotta turn the fan up. Alright. I think so far this is the only mobile suit with the bazooka that I like, but that could just be me not really wanting to say it's bad. Alright, is anybody gonna take... Good on you, Cannon. I do feel bad whenever the supports take the site, because it's like, no, you guys need to... You guys are slow. You need to get up to the points, to your sniping areas faster. Nope. What is that? Oh, it's a Gan. Oh. I was like... The colors actually threw me off for a second. 2,500. Wow. Okay. That's good. It'd be interesting to see if you could load different types of ammunition. Because I know in the shows they don't really say it a lot, but there are a lot of the like weapons have different types. Like, oh, that was just bad. I'm just gonna reload it. I think the Zaku has like, alright, that was awful. Has like 3 or 4 types of ammunition for its machine gun. gotta be careful of that double spray gun. Oh yeah, no, his his shield does nothing for him in this situation. Oh, there he is, by the way. Yeah, he got me. I think it'd be interesting to see, because I know, you know, in the shows, whenever their shield gets broken, it's usually because something hits it hard enough to go through it. So I think it'd be interesting to see if, like, if something hits hard enough to go through the like, if something does more damage and the shield has hit points in a certain threshold, like, some of the damage should carry over, because, you know, it's like if a beam weapon breaks a shield, it's probably going through the shield. Alright, that shouldn't have hit me. But that GAN is just melting, so. 1700. I like this bazooka. It's very... I mean, I know it's the same the Dom gets again, but... Oh, he's dead. Oh. I hit the Efreet by accident. Well, I made him stun. Yeah. I'm surprised they don't sell model kits with that, like, option. Yeah. It's just... Oh no, it cut through half of my shield, so what are you gonna do? I'm gonna keep the other half of the shield. What? No, get rid of it. It doesn't protect anything, obviously. Also, in the show, it could last 16 shots. In the game, it can last like 2 or 3 before it needs to reload. It's like, I'm just gonna keep lobbing grenades over there and hope for the best. Okay, the GAN is just running up to me. This was the worst decision of your life, by the way. Oh no. Alright, I don't blame him for that. That was my bad. Frisbee. The patented Gundam Frisbee shield. Gives... I mean, hey, it would give them something else to sell, right? I think this Gundam's pretty done for. Yeah. Thank you. Here's this GAN again. He just walks around with his sword out. I'm starting to feel bad for this guy. I think number 1 is just gonna die here. And then it's me, so away. Oh, that's the GAN coming up on me, isn't it? Really? We're doing this now? Really? Man, this guy's tunnel visioning hard. The Frisbee. See, I don't know if it would be like a. I guess it would be like a frisbee, as long as it wasn't like a boomerang thing. It's like where for no particular reason it just ends up coming back. Yeah, yeah. It's like we're just gonna sell you this solid piece of plastic with this thing on it. It's like, bam, done. What do you mean you don't like it? It's a signature weapon. It's like, yeah, but it's like, it's so flimsy and... Okay, this is taking a while. How are we doing? We're not doing too great points-wise, so we might still lose this. I'm just gonna get out there. I waste too much time at these. As long as, I was gonna say as long as no one dies, but the gun cannon's about to die, yeah. Man, he was like man, he was worth a lot of points. Yeah, we were doing good, but hey, at least I got to knock that Gan down a couple times. Up there he is, he poked me one more time. I'm pretty sure they won, but let's... Oops, I sent the wrong thing. I'll give it to... I'm just gonna give it to that Gan, because he was doing really good, but... I mean, you looked at the board, he got, you know, top of the team, so... For what it's worth, he's doing something right. Oh, look, he's on our team now, so I don't have to worry about hurting him anymore. I don't want to hurt you anymore. Though, to be fair, running straight at something with a giant bazooka is not a good... in an assault type, it's like, you might have this armor, but I'm just gonna blast you, tackle you, blast you again. Come on. I mean, I guess, but that's their whole thing, isn't it? It's... But yeah, back on that way earlier tangent, the whole thing was just like, the whole part of it is like the Federation's not too good and Xeon's not good, so it's like, you know, you're trying to figure out who's actually the bad guy. It's like everyone's the bad guy. The Federation are assholes, but then Xeon drops yelling for Narnia! It's like, how's that working out for you? It's like this bazooka literally takes out a quarter of your health. If I hit you with a melee attack, you evaporate, man. See, but that's the thing with me. I'm not good at assault types. Like, first I have to get close. Oh god. And then... and then you have to be good at getting close, or getting out. It's just not possible. Here, maybe I'll be able to encourage him to leave. No? Okay. I'd rather be taking that spot so he can get into a good position. How did I miss? He's such a big target. Ooh, I hit another assault. There's another assault type over here. What is it? What is it? Come on. Is it in a free? It's in a free. Oh. Yeah? How's it working out for you? If I survive longer than your exam, then I fucking... Then you get broken legs and a head, my friend. And the good thing about the grenades is that they do a good amount of damage and they don't stun teammates. So, the Gundam's legs are gone. Don't notice me. They noticed me. I'm dead. Oh, yeah. Hey, but he knocked over the high cog. Felt like the tournament. But that's the thing, sometimes you hit them and they don't go down because they have that, like, special armor. That's, like, they can resist one stun attack per, like, knockdown or something. And it's so annoying, but it's like, I get why they have it, but it's still fucking... Kinda stole that. That wasn't gonna go anywhere near. Ooh, I was just out of range of that. Lucky me. Yeah, no, well, the legs are just a smart thing to go after anyways, and man, again, just messed him up. The legs are good to go for anyways, because if you limit a mobile suit's mobility, they're done. Like, you can aim for the head, but there's really no reason to. And that's the cool thing with explosives, and even the grenades. If you hit a grenade near the ground, it always hits the legs. But if you just, like, cannon types or rockets, if you hit near their legs, it just wrecks them. Which, again, I feel a little bad, but then at the same time, not as bad. Alright, I think they got him. I just heard exam, yep. Ooh, double hit, nice. That shouldn't have hit, but it's whatever. But I always aim for like I don't know. I will say like aiming for the head could be good. Stealing that kill? No. All I did was hit a teammate. Aiming for the head can be okay. Okay, I was rolling. You can see that in the footage. But aiming for the head, I mean, it makes their vision kind of and it gets rid of their radar. But if you get rid of their legs, then it doesn't really matter if they can aim well or if their radar is still intact, you know? I'm gonna spawn like not directly in the carnage. And I will say, this is the only way I can show people. But I can't, like, show any of my friends this game because for some reason it's, like, it's not region locked to play, but it's region locked to share play for some reason. So. But I was thinking, you know, if I can show this to more, like I said earlier, if I can show it to more people, then... Help. No. Oh. And I think they just released, they just re-put in a part that lets you do like 3 times, or not 3 times, that'd be ridiculous. 3% more damage to targeted limbs, so like, if your guy's targeting circle thing is on like the legs, it'll do more damage to those. Also, what is it in space? It's like, instead of legs in space, there's the backpack. Which, I mean, is fine. Oh, I almost got him. Like, you can hit the backpack, which is fine, but very few times have I ever died in space because my backpack was destroyed. I've mostly died from, like, just getting killed. Alright. Sorry to burst your bubble if you're having fun, young spud, but I'm gonna get off for a while, so... Yeah, exactly. It's like, I get why it's there. But I usually just die from a bad case of the getting shot a bunch. So... It's not even just like, oh no, my backpack. It's more just like, oh no, my health. Because if you have your back to the enemy, there's a big problem there. More so than just getting shot in the backpack. Alright, see ya. Ugh. Stay safe out there and have fun.